It's your boy Dre. We back at y'all with another live stream, man. Whatever time zone, whatever country you're in, man. Hope y'all staying in a great high vibration for that big father. Being in tune for that big father. Doing what you gotta do for that big father, man. Grounding, sun gazing, whatever you're doing, man. Hope y'all, hope y'all giving y'all's time today to come kick it with me as we're doing another live stream on Madden. I'm gonna try to go to the Super Bowl. I'm trying to get to the Super Bowl today, get it done, see if I want to transfer or not, because that's all I play is the Superstar League, so you know what I'm saying. So yeah, bro. Probably here in the bed, I'm probably gonna play with my best friend and shit on some Valorant. And we're probably gonna play some Apex too, bro. So, but also too, bro, like next paycheck, bro. I'm about to get college football. I think I'm gonna get college football and the new Madden that's about to come out. So I can do this shit again. Also, too, the new 2K is coming out. Like me personally, bro, 2K's been on some bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But I mean, I might get 2K25 back for the meantime. But it's like I have to see how 2K16 is if I actually want to buy it. I'm probably not gonna pre-order it. I'll have to see how it is first, how the gameplay is, how the reviews are. Because 2K, bro, it's like pay to win. You know what I'm saying? Like that game is so fucking pay to win, bro. Like here on Madden, I mean, I don't do ultimate teams and shit in Madden. I mean, I just play career mode and that's it, bro. Like that's all I play on here. I just play the career mode and shit. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's pretty fun, you know. Like just to kill time and shit is like, you know, it's fun, bro. Like, but I'm telling y'all though, bro, because it's like, you know, like I'm gonna be doing live streams and shit, most definitely. Like I'm probably gonna like for now I'm probably gonna start doing live streams daily. But when it comes like next weekend, it's probably just gonna like after this, not this weekend, but next weekend. That's what I'm gonna start doing, just like weekly live streams on here and stream for like hours, stream to like stream for like 5 to 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like today, I'm probably gonna stream 5 to 6 hours today because I'm off. I don't gotta worry about going to work tonight. You know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, bro. So that's at least good on my end. So yeah. So and besides that, I'm gonna quit yapping to when y'all says what's up or whatever. Bro, I'm gonna go ahead start some
There's
gaming,
certainly
man.
still
But
people talking about the game.
I'm
The
gonna
buzz
catch
is
y'all with
real.
one of
He
y'all
posted
comment. You know what I'm saying? I'll
unbelievable
be
numbers
here,
last
man.
week.
So yeah.
Even as passing numbers continue to rise league-wide, well, he reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Up to the races, middle of the field. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why? Why this team wasn't ready to go? That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They're the top dog for the upcoming postseason, and we all know that is so important, Brock, because it's going to give their injured guys that extra week of recovery as they try to get back out there for a postseason run.
Yeah, Caton, here's now the key. With that #1 seed and that bye week secured in your pocket, you just do not want to add anybody to that injured list. And if that extra week of rest can help somebody, anybody, get back out there, what a lift for the postseason.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Throwing now off play action. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets break the tie here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And with
Here we go, set.
first and 10, they're going to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
From the 39. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. He's out in the clear. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets get 6 more on their early advantage. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down.
It's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Play action on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up.
Let's go.
Looking to the air here. Buys time, rolling right. He'll go all the way across the field here, deep right. This is brought in at the 15. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets lead by 14. Mike Williams, the touchdown. It's ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And it's been impossible to airing it out to start this drive. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Then he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Garrett. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground, looking like an effective dual threat thus far. They go play action on first. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can.
Okay, ready?
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
And that's a New York touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter.
Let's go now.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He fires one deep down the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Getting out to his left. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he scores, it's a New York touchdown. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. That, without a doubt, Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen, and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in a memorable touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to see that again and again and again on replays after this game. Probably on TV all week long. Quite the effort from somebody who proved he could be quite the runner when called upon.
Okay, break. Hut, hut.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Wilson's got it. And they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Throwing now from the gun. He's on the move. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left. They connect on the deep shot. Jets can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Mike Williams, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Escapes a defender. It's a 21-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York first down. When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the stories we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had, not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, kid. It's been tough. When they needed a play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run the moment asked for.
It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be...
And they will score! Touchdown, New York! The Jets parlay the interception into points. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Has good room at the 35. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Let's go. Go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Go.
The give on second to Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
He's on the move. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. Now, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. To throw here on first down. Chased out to his right. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
From the 21. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead,
On the set. Set up.
Throwing now on first down. Escapes the pocket. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes out to the left. Throwing deep down the left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be third and long.
Set, go.
They'll try and throw it here. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Well, when this guy's got it going on the ground, Brock, there isn't a more exciting player on the field, and he has certainly been the most fun to watch in this one.
yeah, he's been fun for you and me, Kate, but not this defense. You know, I remember asking Pete Carroll some years ago, is it harder than ever to play defense right now because of all the rules and regulations, everything else? He said, oh, yeah, and throw in these dual-threat quarterbacks, they're a nightmare as well.
And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with, and the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there, and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Flush down now to his left. Now he takes it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that will set up first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Come on. Set, go.
Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jets are running them out of the building. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so, too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations. But, my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone. And it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
Set.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Getting out to his left. Now he's going to fire it deep. He's got it inside the 25. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Jets throwing 6 more on the blowout. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. So the win goes to the Jets. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.
Tripping off grades, I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my day I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you less than money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickle. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag, sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I'm made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jump, put up a pump, pump. Boy, I bump in that Billy Trump, he ain't know, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They been sucking my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the smiles, all the ops gonna plow. They all in the sewers, the south in the clouds. Got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, me go praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones notice me. Yeah. Fresh out the... Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole tape, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me these new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father made way for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. This sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals, like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Average told me I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel to carry it.
It's week 18 of the 2027 season. And coming up next, it's the Jets, reigning league MVP. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Jets and the Lions on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
There's been a lot of talk coming into this week, Mike, about whether or not he'd be able to keep this hot streak going. And while I don't know if he'll be able to produce that absurd stat line like he did a week ago, I think he's more than capable of having another strong outing here in this one. I mean, somehow, if he can replicate last week's success, I think it's pretty safe to say he's got a chance to leave here with another win.
He keeps it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is caught. What a throw. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. With that, he hits the 20 mark for touchdowns on the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. A beautiful combination in the air.
No, it's not.
Pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been effective with the ball in his hands all season long, the NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdown score.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Let's go now.
Hey, you should tune in with my videos, bro. You should tune in with the videos, man.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to run it. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
Now he'll run it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half, and they're going to have to get that fixed.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous.
Offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He comes into this final weekend as right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
The key coming into the game, anytime you're about to defend a quarterback like this, is it's not so much about rushing the quarterback for a sack as much as it is about rushing a quarterback.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, New York. This deep Continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what...
It's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he enters the final weekend on top of the league in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been dynamic all season long. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. The Giants trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. George Pickens, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be...
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20.
Well, they had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Jets. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. He'll run again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll take off again. Woo! And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Set up.
They'll throw out of the gun. To the goal line and in. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
They'll begin with a zone read. The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Here we go, set.
They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. That one broken up, It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's got another one. Touchdown, New York. You talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Mike, sometimes as a defensive coordinator, you just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs.
bet your be on the floor. Big carbon here like Mayweather. Tula come through and blow up. Got millions out there rap. They hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming. I stole the show. Don't run up on that. She a head case. All she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week. Back no more features. I might just stir at you. I'm geeked on next week. Back no more features. I might embarrass you. Yeah, glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail. On the big glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck. Got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on her. You better not get me started. Locked in with the guy. It look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble. They didn't appreciate. My songs know what you did in the dark. My songs know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Jets, and it's all up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me, as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
He's taking a shot on his first, brought in inside the 20. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
Now, I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
He's on the move. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
To throw it on first down. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he's throwing deep down that side of the field. He's got it! Looks like the feet are in bounds too! I don't believe it! They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with first and goal. From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. And they take this in for the score. The Jets get 6 more on their early advantage. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now we'll try a deep shot. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now lead by 10. Mike Williams, the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call it there for one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Play action on first down. throw complete to Williams. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, New York! The Jets now lead by 10. Mike Williams, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
First and 10, they're going to throw. He's on the move. He's taking a shot down this. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. Got Williams, and it's complete. No one around. He's got space. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Mike Williams, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose, that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
Okay, break.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Back to throw it. Flush down out to his left. Throwing deep down the left. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. We've reached halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Now let's hit, and I guess... First and 10, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him. Back now, pressure on its way. Getting out to his left. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now as they drive forward to one right now. Should be a win young Brock, he sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he's going to fire it deep. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 3-possession game. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. Now he's throwing deep down that side. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Let's go. Go.
Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Took off with it again. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets make it a 3-score game in the 4th. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like...
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing now on 1st down. Now here he goes again. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Pass play coming here. Flush down out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets put up even more points in a win. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. First and 10 from the 41. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left. Big game downfield. He has the New York touchdown. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So the win goes to the Jets. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. it's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, hey. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA 4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, did it.
It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New York. It's the Colts and the Jets, next on EA Sports.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. The stadium is packed. Standing room only a chance for their hometown team to get to the Super Bowl. Great to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and most of the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Mike, when you're grinding away in the midst of training camp, these are the moments that you fantasize about. However, it's no longer a fantasy for either of these two teams. It's their reality, and it's up to them to seize the opportunity in front of them. to happen, you're going to need a big game out of their quarterback. And if he plays the way he's capable of, they could be just a few hours away from heading to the Super Bowl.
He runs with it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
There he goes again. Yeah. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Jets. That one. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off he goes. He gets free. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jets.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. It's second down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Taking off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will go all the way. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Back to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he will score again. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. They'll throw out of the gun. Now he'll run. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. That's caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for first and goal. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so much.
Throwing now on first and 10. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense.
And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure how popular this move is going to be on the other sideline. And listen, I understand in the huddle sometimes kind of players take it upon themselves to do things like this, but the call there has to be take a knee, move on, shake hands, and go to the locker room. But not in this case.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are
nothing but them raps. The clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, little daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I'm like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a team blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the tell the road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink of my VIP. Snicker my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me. Back your buddy, if he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that guy but me. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded.
Tell you how to get rich quick. 20 a month and I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can take you out of this. Get on your grind and take the dive. Can you
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it.
Now I'm gonna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designer, say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, Q, let's go, I'ma get. Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and nip you crickets. I come through and moose be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and he's know who to play with.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Eagles, and it comes your way next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Off the play fake. Hood, flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. On the previous drive, he connected with Garrett Wilson for the touchdown. And here they go again, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hood forced out to his left. This one deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Hood dancing to his left. He finds Wilson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Fighting to stay upright. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive. Hood flushed out right. This one finds Wilson downfield. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another already in this first half as his guys begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hood buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 64 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away. He throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. A little juke. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jets continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown run. And now starting again here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Hood escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been sensational so far, already up over 300 yards passing in the first half alone as they start 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Go!
Throwing to start the drive. Hood. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Hood. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, 46 yards. And the Jets are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run out.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger.
Okay, break. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Hood forced out to his left. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he's got it inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit.
Throwing to start the drive. Hood dancing to his left.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Jets will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big...
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Throwing to start the drive. Hood flush to his right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Being chased out left. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Mike Williams.
62 yards. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Throwing to start the drive. Hood.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Mike Williams, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty...
New York set to take the field. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
This one deep for Wilson.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Garrett Wilson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Jets start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
New York set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Buying time to his left. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
It's brought in by Wilson. And they can't bring him down. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Able to slither by. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Dancing to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And
one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
Commissioner Goodell going to hand the Lombardi Trophy to the New York Jets, champions of Super Bowl 61. So that wraps things up for another incredible season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for my partner Charles Davis, for Mike and Greg, Kate and Brock, and our entire crew of hundreds, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Good night from Southern California.
Society's time and release now. Crazy, I'm finna go see now. Big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one. 6 meal, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will. Got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying, Lil Curtis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Yeah, you better pat me that better pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettuce men. You pushing positive, then we can be the best of friends. We drink the fire from the fountain in excellence. Open sores, open doors like a Trojan horse. No remorse, I make lore fact like college course. Making seconds to records, the textures you could never touch the circle I rolled and you overstepped your effort. I'm the shepherd and leopards, I'll pull you back together. You fall apart, I'll build it back but better. I'm a scoundrel with my pen works adventures. My punchlines are too raw for glass jars and dentures. You think you've seen madness? Well, I am the center. I'm only happy in the summer. The winter.
Watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under. Oh, 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 not gonna let you go. Oh, 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 pay what you owe. Watch out now, come heavy water.
Man, my mistake. It's damn, namaste. And darling, mama, cause I'm searching for better days. Tijuana, I'm cutting through this with my switchblade to katanas, cause I've learned something from years of head hunting. If I got something to say, then I'ma say something. A glutton for all these beatings and fighting for what I'm loving. If the whole world's throwing up spikes, I keep on trucking, yeah. I ain't got time for y'all to get your heads right. I'll find some rope and you can go and hang tight. It's getting dark as midnight. This beat swinging so hard, we in a fist. Tippy toe, watch me dip and roll. Round the corner, run another level, watch my glow. I be switching colors, red, green, and gold. I'm speaking the truth, and now I'm spitting heavy waters on the floor in the booth. Let's go.
Watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under. Oh, 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 not gonna let you go. Oh, 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 pay what you owe. Watch out now, come heavy water. Now listen to me, yeah. Gonna run down a bad man today. Gonna run down, gonna hunt down a bad man like prey. When the sun down, gonna come round, set fire ablaze. Gonna run down a bad man today. Tell the ragamuffin man, them not play. My bloodline everywhere, they got it coming anyways. You know the struggling ain't living, so the hustle comes easy. So listen up when they hear me say, watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under. Oh, 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 not gonna let you go. Oh, 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 pay what you owe. Watch out now, come heavy water.
Here we go again. You ready?
Get the back
Yeah.
walk.
Money talks, what the is he saying? Huh? You can ask his, then ask his who's the man. Bro, them get the stepping like parades about them bands. My little Tinkerbell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go, get some money, they playing. Hopped up out this Cybertruck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. To these weak. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this chain over here, I underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I 6 feet deep. Let's go, 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 let's go.
I picked your up. Let's go. She had too much fun. I think she got too motor in the trunk. Up out the roof. That got up. I think she lost one shoe. Gang the truth. I told her, oh my F's, you got the juice. I pulled up at her friend's house and kicked her out the coop. Gave that the boot. Bye bye. Yeah, she untamed gorilla that was born in the zoo. That's why you so rude. Who the is you? That been this way since school. Spent the whole million on one set, it's ocean blue. That's why you so up.
I caught you red-handed. Red lips on some that ain't mine. I should call it off of where we're standing. Cause girl, you and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? And tell me honestly, if you practice honesty, would you tell the world that you're everything I thought you'd be? Would you take you back? Would you cut you loose? If you were wearing these boots, baby, what would you do to you? Would you love you? Would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do?
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Lions, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Throwing on their first play. Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. He'll throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson.